friends, welcome back to another Behaving Journal video. I hope you guys are doing well and had an amazing weekend. So the last time I showed you her, we were putting in the signatures, and then I realized I had to go back and print some more. So there it is. They are all in here, and this is going to be a chunky one. And it's going to require a lot of work. So I think what I'm going to do is whatever spread or design I do in one signature, I'll go and put it in another. And then whatever, you know, like whatever I do in the first, I'll do in the third. And whatever I do in the second, I'll do in the fourth, but in different places. So today I wanted to, and I started laying out some pockets of where I thought they would work. But I wanted to do this spread with you. And it has a lot of writing places. I'm trying to look at where the designs are at. And I hate to cover them because they are pretty, but I'm going to have to. I am going to have to. So I already did one spread, and we're going to do it together, and I'll show you both of them at the end. Let me just get my guillotine. So, originally this paper was 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut this down to the height of my paper, which should be there already. Yeah. And then I'm going to cut it 4.5 inches wide. So I wanted to cover most of the page, but not all of the page. Okay. So this is going to go right over that. I know, what a shame, right? But I'm looking at the dark edges too. That's what I'm really after. Okay, and I'm going to want to pinch this, just mark it, not crease it all the way. So I know where my half is at, my center. And I'm going to come up an inch from there and mark it. Easy peasy. And then I'm going to find some scissors. That's what I need to find, my good scissors. Okay, now I also got my glue. I'm going to come up right up the crease to that dot. And I'm going to cut it. And we're going to make it out like a banner shape. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Dahlia, don't do it to yourself, because you can't. Bad enough you can't cut a straight line. Don't try to do it the other way. All right, that's what we got. I like to ink. I like the contrast. So I'm going to ink this very quickly. I hope everyone is doing well. How did you guys like the tag flip? You know, when I print, and I'm measuring and doing stuff, I don't use my good paper. So I hope you guys gave it a shot. Double layered it. But I thought it was a fun little project to do. Cute for decor. All right, so this is gonna go right there in the center ish. All right. Now that I've been doing journals for a while, I'm trying to take a look at my ephemera, what I give, the different things that we can do with them. They don't always have to be as intended. And I also feel like sometimes I just want to stick to the paper, and you got to bring in some other stuff sometimes. And it's okay. Right? I finally learned that. All right, so there is that. And then my kids always have tons and tons of pockets. So normally I would have just added them on a page, but this time I think I'm going to want to add it here. But I want to anchor it with something, so I pulled out this material. Let's see. I want it sitting on top. Yeah. And this, all of this comes from like Temu. You get them at dirt cheap prices, but now with the stuff that's happening, I haven't even gone to go check to see. Do I want it? I think I want it right around there. All right, this is tacky glue, so I'm hoping it'll stick. Just gonna do it on the part that's gonna get covered with the pocket. I hope I'm in frame, guys. Let's see if I can give this a trim. Let's see, can I give it a trim? Yes, I can. Look at that. I always come back and anchor it a little bit more. So there we are with that. And then I want to add this. Okay, I need to cut this off a little bit more because I don't want it hitting. Okay, that's better. I have been a busy, busy bee, and I love it. My husband goes and says, "You're not bringing anything crafting, are you?" He doesn't realize how hard it is for me to sometimes just relax. This is how I relax. Like after so many years of being a mom, I was a single mom for most of their young childhood, and you know, we never sit still. We were always doing one thing and doing something else. You know, two things at once. That was, because if not, you'll never catch up. You know, cooking and doing laundry at the same time, or cooking and helping with homework, or, you know, at that time I was taking my online college classes when my boys were like 10, 11, around that age. And I was taking exams. I was taking online college courses. So there were times that I was taking a test and cooking dinner. Like, that's how we roll. Okay, down here I want to do some kind of a little cluster. So, just to give it a little pizzazz. So I think I'm going to want to do that. I like this honey pot. So I think I'm going to anchor that there. Maybe this a little higher up. I just pulled out a bunch of bibs and bobs. I didn't even think about it. I have a bee. I have some flowers there. Maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna leave them right there. Oh, I have this flower thing. Let's see. Maybe behind it. All right, cute little cluster there. All right, I think that might be enough because I can definitely overdo it. Oh, I do have a word. I gotta add a word. So I got be happy, and it's shaped like a ticket. Loosely shaped like a ticket. But you don't have to keep it that size. You can definitely trim it to the size that you desire. Let's see, okay. And I think that can go there. All right, that's it. That's what I'm sticking to. So let's glue this one down first. But I don't want to glue it all the way down. I want to kind of create like a tuck. So I can tuck something underneath. All right, so that can go there. Let's get rid of you guys. This one I know is going to go this way. All right, and then maybe a little up this way. So it can attach to that and grab there. And then this one, we wanted it kind of in the front. Okay. Do I got something back there? Yeah, okay. And then the Be Happy. My poor glue, I need to refill my glue. And this is tacky glue in here now. I found a few bottles of Eileen's tacky. And I wanted to use them. So I stuck them in there. And this bee, I think I'm gonna, how do I want the bee? Do I want them that way? Do I want them? Yeah, I'm gonna put them up there to cover that hole, or where there should be a hole. Okay. And then behind it, I can tuck, I have a tag here. I don't know if this is what's gonna stay there, but I just wanted to just show you that it's a little tuck. I think that might be a little too big, but we can tuck some stuff in there. Well, I got these tickets. I'm just gonna stick those in there for now. And maybe put some flowers or something on them. So there it is. There is our spread for today. Quick and easy. Wouldn't that look nice straight across? Back here, I can tuck something back here because I have a belly band. But I did it there, and then I went, and this is the one that I did off camera. And I just took a journaling card and stuck that back there. But here are the little tucks. I added some stuff in there with a little one there. And then here's the tag that's in here. But cute little, and this one I actually used burlap. So there's the one I did off camera. Here's the one that we just did together. Pretty similar, different lace. This one I used burlap. But taking those pockets that would normally be on a page and just building something underneath it. Absolutely love it. And I wanted the contrast. So there we have it. There is our first little craft with me with the Bee Haven. We'll come back and we'll do another spread, maybe some stackable pockets. A lot of my pockets are the same size, so they are stackable, and not everyone does that. All right, everyone, let me know what you think. The Bee Haven can be found in my Ko-fi shop, which is always listed in my description box. And if you have not picked up the freebie tag flip, here it is. I showed you this a couple of days ago, and I'm still taking a poll as to whether you want the additional background pages, like the one, like this one, and these two to use in the kit as we craft. So leave it in the comments. I'll take a poll, or, you know, just see what the consensus is. And then if it's a go and you guys think that you can use it, I will definitely upload them in there as a freebie and put it on my community tab so you guys know that it's there. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you at the next Bee Haven video. Bye now.